I guess I'll pregame it while the ad is running. So anyone who is subscribed, hello, or has turbo, you're not going turbo, are you? Yeah, no. Anyway, what am I doing tonight? That's what I gotta figure out. I am doing stuff. Really exciting UI stuff. I'll say again in a few minutes, I guess, but I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at, what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I am, what's my name, why is the sky blue? As my drill instructors used to say. Who am I? What's my name? Why is the sky blue? Like we got another minute of ads. Hey, Killboy. Did your drill instructors and or anyone that you knew in the Marine Corps say, who am I? What's my name? Why is the sky blue? It was great. Good times had by all. Okay. Good. It's actually kind of good to have that ad break in the beginning. It gives me time to collect myself and think thoughts and be merry. I had this thought. Well, I'll give my thoughts later. It's only 15 more seconds of that. Sorry to the world. Because Twitch makes you show ads. It says it's ending. My community is back. Hello, my community. How are you? Welcome to my stream that starts with an ad, which is probably like the least effective advertising. But on the plus side, now anyone can come to the stream in the next hour and not have any ads. Anyone. So, just tell everybody, all your friends, to say, Matzi's working on game dev. And that's like the most exciting thing ever. You know how much people love watching game dev. It's really intriguing to me to look through new eyes about the game dev experience because I had no conception of what was a lot of wish lists. And I saw a Reddit post, like a game dev Reddit post, where someone said, yeah, in the last 48 hours, I got 20 wish lists. And now that I know what I know about that metric, it can be significant to some, is such a drop in the bucket. It's not even a drop, like a microbe in the bucket of what is necessary from the perspective of advertising a video game, or getting engagement on a video game. Kind of funny. Anyway, that's my story. Since I'm not being inundated with questions, I'm going to start working. But I hope you're doing well, Killboy. And I hope you know your name and who you are and why the sky is blue, which my daughter just watched a show about today. Am I fuzzy? Oh, by the way, I think I solved the mystery of the letters. I believe it really is these compression gloves I use. Excuse me. Because all the letters have come off. And I think some of them that looked like a D were probably like a P or something. But because of the weight, because the letters probably like shrunk when they came off. Because I've been finding them, but then I realized I have no more letters. But like, here's a piece of something that came off. So I think I've solved the mystery. Wasn't really that exciting of a mystery, just to be clear. Anyway, we're gonna work on UI and maybe the animations. I'm not really sure which direction to go right now. I've made more progress on functionality with the fish, but I just felt like it would be good to change it up a bit, change it up a bit. So I'm working on the equipment view for selecting your rod and your bait. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. How exciting! Oh, Matzi, it's amazing! Oh, wow, I can't believe you're working on things. I know. Chill out. But I gotta remember how I did this stuff because I don't really remember how I did everything. So, and apparently my voice is also sounding a little scratchy. I don't know if it's just me and how I use my voice, but my voice feels like over time it has just generally gotten more raspy. I have a raspy voice, the nature of my heritage or something. I don't know. Is equipment view controller? I want to see how I did the equipment view nonsense. Yeah, so I did have current equipment. How do I live without you? Yeah, okay. So I guess I can sort of steal from this idea. I don't need these exactly. Equipable. You know what? We'll make do. All right. Now, Matzi. Yeah. What's cooler than being cool? Being a programmer. No. Okay, so I am going to use current equipment as my method. But I got to figure out how I want to do selections. Okay, how did I do it here? So I had this method where I said on character, on submit. I don't really like my approach. Maybe I should improve it. On item selected. How would I do that though? I think I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna reuse logic. Do I care about on item move? No. Exit equip mode. What do I want to do? All I want to do is a zoom. So when I did on item selected, I would select the equipment item view. So that's not the one I want. Let me see. On equipable item selected. How did I do this? With the equipment view, I think I made the character the first thing selected. I think I did that. Load characters, load equipment. Yeah, so we selected the first on the character controller. Okay. I don't really need that though, do I? I think I have a, let me see here. Do I have a UI list? Oh, so this can do select 2, rebuild list. Can I say select first? I can. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is hope I can get away with this if it works. I made these controls. Problem is I don't document my own work. Because who needs to document anything anyway? Who cares about documentation? I don't document. Do you document? I do care about it, but it's a lot of work. So we're going to go to our rod and bait. We're going to make this a UI list. Do I need something else here? Let me see. I think I can just make each item because there is no like. This isn't a dynamic list, so I could just make each item to provider object. Does it need a provider? I don't think it does. Does it? I guess it kind of does. There's only two type of equipment. Although theoretically, we could add a third type of third. Is that how people do three? Or you do like this, or three. I guess I could. I guess I could still make the provider be the main list. No, I have to make a controller for it, wouldn't I? Okay, let me just see how I did this. I'm not totally in love with my solutions, but there's no like built-in way that Unity does this nicely. So it's kind of annoying. I wish there was a little bit more standardization around this. So let's see. This is characters. Yeah, so I made a controller just for that. I guess I could. Good question. It is entirely over engineering to make this list dynamic, but in the same token, to make it manual is very annoying. Although it is in a container, so I could just literally select the first item. I think that would contain it without me even having to use a UI list. I think. And then I could manually set up each one of these. So if I don't make it a UI list, can I get away with that? Can I not feel terrible about my life choices if I did it that way? And more importantly, I would need a way to indicate what goes here. I'm gonna try getting away with this without doing anything fancy. So we're not worried about UI list. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a we're just gonna do the reference the object in this. No, not that one. Wait, in the fishing equipment view, and this puppy here. So we're gonna do private. I think we just get the sprite. I think that's all we want. So rod icon and bait icon. I think that'll be what we want. I just don't imagine there's going to be any real reason to do anything crazy here. And then what we could do when we want to change the thing that's displaying, I can just make a method for that. Okay. So we're going to go simple. We're going to go low tech in a high tech world. So if I make those serialized, then and they already have a selectable, which is a Unity UI thing. Then when it gets selected, I could call a method that just says, switch that list from baits to rod. I have a plan. You can see how it's going to connect in my brain. I can't see how the code is exactly going to work, but my brain might figure it out. We'll see. My brain on stream is not the most clever, so Your guess is as good as mine. All right, so we're gonna go back here and look. I mean, I don't even use any fancy layout. I mean, whatever. So we have the icon. I think I have it in here. Okay, so there's the source image. So I should be able to do this. I'm gonna go back to my window fishing equipment view. I might even just make this above the rod and bait so I can see it better. The rod icon and the bait icon. I'll just but wait. I can't get this. I don't think you can serialize the sprite. Thought you could serialize a sprite. Side note, I might have made a bad choice and I turned the heat up slightly. Probably because, because Killboy showed up, the heat just got too out of control for me. Heads up, tonight is the big night for those people who live in the US and are in a state that still does daylight savings. Oh my gosh. Time's changing. We're going to go into the future by 1 whole hour. I'm always here. Well, it's nice to have you. But you never answer my question, Killboy, about who am I, what's my name, why is the sky blue? How dare. Just straight up, how dare. Oh, it's probably because it's an image. That's probably why. So I do need to refer to it as. Oh my gosh, Crazy Mike's here. Crazy Mike. Welcome. Is it? Is my mic muted? No. But you're muted because you're Mike. Can you guys not hear me? I think Killboy heard me. No, Mike muted. Is this your joke? Like, you rate people and you're like, Mike's muted! And then it's because Crazy Mike got muted. Welcome, Crazy Mike. How are you tonight? Hopefully, I know if you have to jump off, I get it. This is what I'm working on right now. Crazy me, Mike here to play video games. So you're a crazy video game and software developer. We're good. What is it? What kind of softwares you develop? Wait, are you still watching me as a muted mic? I went to your stream, but you still show as you're still streaming. Unless you forgot to stop your stream. You're making the greatest game. I just streamed for 10 hours. Oh my god. Your lips are moving. Yeah, when you rate it, doesn't end your stream. I'm going to follow you. I will follow you. Follow you. And I'm crazy. Follow you wherever you may go. My dad's name is Mike. 5 push-ups per follow. I just followed you. Better bust out those push-ups. Your game is literally called the greatest game of all time. Is that? It's a good way. Doing them right now. Push up. Everyone go follow Crazy Mike. Please. I want Mike to get swole with all those push-ups. Get your swole on. Gonna get strong. You can absolutely link it. Share, and share alike. It's interesting. I was watching. I don't know if you guys watch Matt Pat. Like film theory, game theory, all that stuff. Ooh. Okay, hold on a second. Wacky Wonderland. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Where is? Do you have a long enough title for this game? Hold on, I gotta go into Steam and give it a wish list. Wishlists are important, people. Wishlist games cost you nothing. Just like a moment of your time, which I guess people could claim does cost them something, but I still think that's not legitimately legitimate enough. Oh, dang it, I lost it. It's called Wacky Wonderland Wallet. Hold on a second. Wacky Wonderland. Oh my god. The title is so huge. Follow and add to your wish. Following is also important. Unfortunately, Stream couldn't handle the full. They couldn't. Steam couldn't. I thought you said Stream. I love to see the live reaction of the trailer. Hold on a second. I'll give your trailer a look. 1 second. Let me go turn my sound off. I got to make sure the sound is okay on Steam. I don't think it's friendly with my mixer. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. I guess I could do it on the web because I think I have my browser a little bit friendlier. Crazy Mike. I like to move it. We're gonna. I think you're not muted. Okay. Let's give this a go. And let me make sure that my sound is under control. I guess I could just lower this one here. Okay. Not giving me sound. Come on. We got this. We can do it. Why are you not? Back up. Just go back to the beginning. I want to let me back it up. Come on, back that up. Let me just reload it, I guess. There's no sound for it? Or is there sound and I just... There's no sound. Is that what it is? Oh, I see. I'm sorry. The site is muted. That's why. That's better. Okay. I don't normally go and... because I have some differences in my volume control, I don't normally go to websites and listen to sound. Oh my god. Welcome to my game. I don't know what the licensing is on the music. Is it DMCA free music? Doesn't matter. I don't really make a lot of revenue on my stream, so. Makes me want to bop. Wacky Wonderland World. A 3D platformer for the ages. Game of the year. Wait, I didn't get to read the rest of it. Oh. I have to know the origin story of this. It doesn't have art direction. It makes it... Oh, what it doesn't have art direction makes it for mechanics and features. So you're going for... There's this game that's like that, where it's like, it looks visually dated, but the place... Someone told me about this. I can't remember the name now. It's like a 3D FPS or something. Is that what it was? Cruelty Squad? Yeah. Are you going for the Cruelty Squad style? Okay. Oh no, where the time? There it is. Okay. Greatest game of all time. The game. Oh, I just lost the game. Damn it. Not necessarily, but I get that comparison a lot. That's cool. It says Q1 2024. So are you releasing it soon? Sorry, you lost the game too, apparently. Apparently the rules are if someone tells you they lost the game, you also lose the game. Soon? What? So that's awesome. Tell me more about your experience. How are you doing with wish lists? How are you doing with stress? You have a publisher? No publisher? Is it just Steam? Are you releasing on any other platform? 1K wishlist. Congrats. Good work. And are you doing this work on the side? Like you're gonna release on other platforms? Hey, you know what? Listen, blanket statement. As long as it's not super inappropriate, if you got a game, post up that link. You technically need 5K, but yeah, that's something I do on the side. Yeah, are you a software engineer by trade? Not my high effort dream game. I hear you're not supposed to work on a high effort dream game. So people tell me. So I've heard. So is the rumor. Cold Stake is doing high effort. The Dreamer must die. Ooh. RPG shooter where your only hope for a fading dream world. Now, I am not going to put the music on each time. I don't want to deal with the transition back and forth, but people, please check this out. Allquist Interactive, 2024. I like this. This was a really good shot for the game. Ooh. What does it gives a little bit of did you do voxels? Are you doing voxels with this? Not my dream game, okay. Wasn't really aiming for a lot, but I'm happy with 1K. 1K is not bad. That's respectable. Early access. Oh, so you're putting it out in early access. Oh, it already is early access. No, there's a demo, I see. You haven't yet released it on early access, or maybe I'm gonna go drop it a wish list. Wish list, baby. Add to your wish list. Every wish list counts. Every wish list matters. Just regular models and textures. Okay. All right. Thanks for dropping in with your group and for the lurk. Have go hang out with the wifey. I get it. My wife's going to sleep though, so all right, we'll close that up. Thanks for sharing your games. If you brought anyone else here that's got games or art or something that's shareable, feel free. I was saying I was watching a video from Matt Pat for his final video apparently for game theorists, and he was looking at game theory, like literally game theory, and the idea of like the strategy used for generalized success in a lot of different areas. And the basic rule is I've heard it before, but it's what's called the tough but fair strategy, which is effectively that you start with being trusting and positive, and then if someone like does something negative, then you either don't trust them or you respond in kind, but then you also still allow yourself to trust them again. And he applied that to the YouTube space, where YouTube content creators benefit better if everyone shares. Like everyone does better if everyone does better, right? So instead of like being opposed to other content creators, you support other content creators. And I personally like that idea way better than the, oh, so and so is doing something like mine, so I'm gonna go and get mad at them. It's like, it's just not enough energy for that. Anyway, welcome everybody. It's nice to have you all here. Mike was muted, but Mike's not muted anymore. Drama content. Yeah. Yes. And I assume that there's places where that works. I mean, certainly there is places that work. Like just news media to me seems like that's the place where where people get the most bang for their buck out of conflict-driven advertising, or it's called Sensational advertising? No, there's a different word for it. Outrageous? I can't remember. There's a specific word, but it's, you know, getting people engaged through outrage. Is a thing. It works in some context. Okay, anyway, so I got to go back to doing what I was doing here. So what do I need? I need an icon for the rod. Don't worry. It's a fishing rod. Mine out of the gutter. The Twitter motto. Yeah, basically. But I mean, a lot of news is like that too. People are just attracted to negativity, I guess. I mean, there is also an effect that says that if you see somebody do something kind, it can encourage you to do as well. So I don't think it's just one directional. It's not as common to see nice stuff versus negative stuff. Think about it. Okay, so we have these icons. So what I can do now, I'm gonna go in my fully distracted by a raid, as usual. Not the most. I'm not the most undistractable on-stream developer. So let's see. We're gonna say not on items, on category selected, and then what I could do is say. I guess I could just use an index, sure. And then I can do this. The fishing items. I wonder if I could do this, actually. Because I made an interface for this. So what I could do is I could make a list of lists. Bad idea, I think. But I'm going to do it and see what happens. So we're going to do a list of a list of lists. I guess I could index it by like a string or something. I did a dictionary, at least I could put a named value. Will there be much value to that? Nah. We're gonna do fishing item equipment. Why a list of lists? Because one type is bait and one type is rods. Bait and rods, baby. I presume at some point I could have a different, like I could have like a lure type or something, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And I suppose if I had to add one more item, this isn't like an infinitely scalable problem. So I think this will be okay. I think you can serialize. No, I don't need to serialize it actually. But you could serialize list of lists, I suppose. Okay. So what we need is, what do we need? On window open. That's what we need. How many things here are relevant? You know what? I'm just going to steal it and then I'll change it. I don't need half of that stuff, but that way I can just go and like, do I need to skip first selectable? Sure. And then on window open? Sure. I don't need that. I don't need that, but I might. Motzi. Hi, Motzi. I'm talking to myself. Hey, Laser. I'm doing well. How are you? Tell me that, my friend. Can I make the first selectable always be the same one? I can do that, actually. I don't even need this, to be honest. Might not need this at all. We'll see. If that's the case, then what I could do in the window settings, starting to go blind. First selectable. Okay, if I can make the first selectable be the rod icon, because it doesn't really matter, then when this opens, it should put a little selector on this, theoretically. But I could just try it, I guess. How's your jaw doing? Are you now on normal foods and out of pain? It didn't sound like a very really fun experience to go through. I'm also going to play. Hold on. I should really add a command for this. Let me go just get the name of it. It's Wallopers game Parking Garage Rally. It's actually Parking Garage Rally Circuit. Although I just like to say Parking Garage Rally. So we're going to share that. Copy that. I think I can add... How do I add a command? It's... like add command? No. How do you add a command? I forget how you do that. I really don't remember. Streamlabs, CloudBot, add command. Oh, but I want to do it from chat, dingus. Why can't you give me? Why can't you give it to me from chat? I can't believe I'm Googling. Is it just add, maybe? No. I can eat normally now. The roof of my mouth is slightly numb, but there's no pain. Okay, well, that's good. Anyway, this is Wallopers. This is Wallaber. He's pretty amazing. Okay. So, what I could do is I could put the window that's supposed to be in place when we start fishing up. And then I can open these windows. Okay, so this is rod and bait a window? It is not. I want to make it a window, or should I just make it a, excuse me, a collapsible piece? I guess I could make it a window. Make it a UI window. I don't even think I need to give it any sort of functionality. I'll just make it a UI window. That way I can just open it or something. Okay, so then what do we need for our controller? The equipment menu, we have the fishing menu. We don't have a controller for the fishing menu, but we could make a controller for it. Do we need a controller for it? If I give it a UI window, does that give me all the functionality I need? I think it does. Again. How did I do my main menu here? Main menu, main view. This is the menu that has all the options to select. So what did I do here? I did a window scaler, UI panel. Okay. How did I handle these things? Oh, I made a menu item selectable. Okay. So yeah, I could do this actually. Okay, so we got that. This is good. Theoretically, I don't have to write code to make this work. In practice, who knows? But we'll find out. So we're gonna go to our fishing menu here, and then we're gonna go to our. I have a slight logistical problem here. My camera has a cord that literally covers up that one spot of the screen. Okay, So what I can go to is, so we have start fishing and we have change rod and bait. This is not a menu item. Okay, I can't remember what the name of it was again. So it was menu item selectable. Okay, not bad. Okay, so menu item selectable. Oh, I already made a scrollable selectable. I don't think I need a scrollable remove that. Because it's not scrollable, right? Target graphic. I don't care about hint right now. None. Navigation automatic. Sure. And then use cursor. Yes. Title. Oh, I forgot that I did that too. I don't know if it needs the title. Oh, it does. Yeah. Okay, so there's the title. And then the target window is going to be our new window that we just created. We didn't do it. I mean, I created it today, but I'm sure you get the point. Okay, so that's going to be that. And for the moment, I will leave it like that. I'm going to have to make something that makes the rod and bait load, which is probably a reason why I have to make that stupid menu have a controller, but maybe I can get away with it. If I don't make something have a controller, though, then I have to use the fishing game controller, which is tied to the fishing game window. Yeah. I could. I guess I can do this. Okay. We'll just use the fishing game controller. So let's make a reference to the menu window. Private UI window menu. And private UI window I don't think I really need the one for the equipment because I already have a way to open it and close it, I think. I'm gonna assume I won't need it. We'll see. Be deadly wrong though. Okay, so we're gonna use these two, serialize this. Equipment, did I spell that wrong? No, I spelled it. And we'll wait 15 seconds for it to do that. So we'll do dad jokes while waiting. Relationships are a lot like algebra. Have you ever looked at your ex and wondered why? I mean, funny. Did not spell dad joke right. A crab walks in the bar. 1 beer, please, says the crab, but if I'm not satisfied, I will require a full refund. You may dispute my claim that the beer wasn't satisfactory, at which point we can move to arbitration process. The agreement is only between us, and I expect full confidentiality. Sure, says the bartender, but why the big clause? Womp womp. I mean, it's, you know, there's, I guess. Oops. That is not the one I wanted. There. Fishing menu, not a UI window? I thought I gave it a UI window. Maybe I was debating it. Select first selectable. Yeah. Okay. So now we should be able to do this as we need to. So I should theoretically be able to make it so when we go to the fishing game, the first thing it will do is open that window. I don't remember if I had a node for that. We got to go look at the... I'm thrown off by my... I guess I can move it back over here. Until it becomes a problem again, I guess. Look between the cords. All right, so then let's go look at our fishing mini game. Here's our fishing. Oops, here's a fishing mini game. And what we have? Oh, we do have a fishing menu. Interesting. I just make the fishing menu. Yep. I did. That's good. That's fine. Then what we need here is we steal some logic from another node. I really need to normalize this code because it's such a common thing when there's something that has to wait for. Whatever. Copy pasta, baby. So all we need to do here, I think, is make the fishing game controller open the menu. That's all I'm going to worry about right now, I think. I have to do the same pattern, though. So there's no open, but public void open menu. There you go. I have some very weird patterns I created here. I'm fairly certain I did some of this on stream too, so that did not help in any way. Okay, so we're going to go back and find out how we did some of these other nodes. But I think I still have to do this. Yes. I'm pretty sure I still have to do this. Okay. I don't need this at all. So we're going to do open menu and instead of getting this controller, do we need that controller? No, we don't, right? No. Process complete. We're just always going to return. This will just infinitely run right now. And then we'll do fishing. Why is this? Oh, this is not the F reference. Fishing game controller, open menu. Theoretically, this will open the menu. And I think even automatically we can make it open the other menu window. I'm fairly certain that a lot of my controls are somewhat standardized. Doing a compilation, so good because I'm not going out there. It's raining. This must be a joke that did not get parsed right. I don't have a dad bod. I have a father figure. That is true. I feel that one in my old bones. Hey, Rome. How are you? What's going on? I'm sure you quailed at my joke there, huh? You didn't think it was very fly. Good quail joke. Rome got quails. Sounds almost like a disease. Oh, I got quails. Don't know what to do about it. Quail, quail, quail. What do we have here? Now, I think I might make my rod and bait. I'll show it at the same time. That's I gotta rebuild now, dang it. We're gonna go to fishing game controller. Quails are a pretty great disease to have. Oh, you just got home after a long day. Oh my gosh, 7 hours. Do I even want to know? How are you? I'm good. A lot of family stuff going on, you know, when you get elderly parents. Well, it is a disease. There's a disease called quail. What the? Well, what are we talking about? Someone asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I was like, well, damn. Except if you were going to do it right, you shouldn't put the N at the end. Drove to Illinois to see my grandpa. Not sure how much time we have left with him, yeah. Interesting having him not remember. It was interesting not having him not remember me or Trooper. Oh, man. Memory issues. I get it. Well, I hope it was an okay visit anyway. Can I run this now? Of course I can run it. Can I break it now? Absolutely. Hey, Walliver. I told them about your game. It was like driving in a parking garage with a rally of circuits and stuff. Was that what it was called? Parking garage rally circuit of the world. No, but what's funny is, hold on, now I gotta pull it up. We got raided by Crazy Mike, and I don't know if you know Crazy Mike, but Crazy Mike also has a game on Steam. And oh boy, buckle up, Buttercup, because this is a name. So I guess you really can't feel too bad about the name of your game. Parking Garage Rally Circuit, or Wacky Wonder and Wallop, a 3D platformer for the ages. Game Beta 1. Okay, it's kind of weird because my family's weird. Yeah, well, does anyone have a family that's not weird? If you're in a family and you think your family isn't weird, all that means is you're the weird one. Oops. Well, I mean, theoretically, it kind of worked. Accidentally. Might need to put a delay. But it did show the menu. But why did it do that? Ads are snoozed. Who's snoozing my ads? Who's doing that? You don't want my ads to run? Okay. Well, I mean, they got to run at some point. It's either that or I have to go back to doing pre-roll ads. Honestly, I have no idea which is better. Still in the experiment mode. What was I doing? I need to go look at the menu. Okay, let's look. I didn't have a... How did it add an item to this menu? I don't even have a list controller on here. How would it get a new item in the menu? What is this? Nothing. don't know what it was. So I hit snooze. Oh yeah, it's just the ads. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. It sounded a bit off, but people curious as to why there was a message about my game. Two times. I guess I could have verbalized what I was just typing, but I'm not totally sure if Crazy Mike was listening to words or just reading type text, so I would type there. Parking garage rally circuit. Or you could be like parking garage rally 3D racing game of the year in garages around the nation. I don't even know what mogging is. I'm a mog, half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. No. Okay, so it's because I have a UI list. Wait, do I have a provider? Wait, do I have a fishing menu controller? Wait a minute. What? What did I use as my provider object? There's no provider object. Go away, UI list. I don't need you. Go home, you're drunk. Okay. Parking Garage Rally Circuit Championship Winners Cup Edition. Exclusive. Standard. I don't know. Some other word. Alright, let's see if it works this time. Yes, I'll play a little bit of that. You know, with daylight savings time, I might actually try not to stream super late. So, you know, I'm just getting some of the UI. Oh, I love that the the character did not lock properly, which is super obnoxious. Okay. And then how to fish. Look how the which way is the finger supposed to point? All right, well, you know, that's not at all how the UI is supposed to work, but I guess I didn't have high expectations. I had like minimal expectations. I just thought my expectations were, you know, a little better than that. We don't want a scrollable selectable though. So I need to change all these stupid components. That's part of the problem. Ad starts in 4 minutes, friends. Sorry. I mean, ultimately, I don't think it's going to make a difference in terms of viewership. Ostensibly, it can be more inviting to let people come in without having them have to watch an ad as pre-roll. And that would presume people got so captivated by my work that they'd be like, oh, wow, I got to stay here even though there's 3 minutes ads every hour. But, you know, I'm an optimist, so. I'm sure people are just used to pre-roll. Like, they're going to go watch somebody, they just let the pre-roll happen. It's fine. Really. Menu, item. So I will be playing Parking Garage Rally Circuit Championship Winners Cup Edition. Mouthful. You know, around 11? Unless Wahlberg gets upset with me. It's in my contract that I have to do what he says. And it gets annoying, but you know, I'm a sucker for following the rules. I want Wallaber to get mad at me. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Usually about now he goes, we have no contractual obligation or something. He always says something about that. Like, there is no contractual obligation. He doesn't want people to get the wrong idea. but secretly it's one of my favorite things. We do want to use cursor. Contract, yada yada. Oh yeah. I have a lot of people these days asking for my opinion on things. Just saying. My daughter had me read a 9-act play she wrote. Not 9-act, 9-scene play. It's like, it's really 2 acts, honestly. She wrote a modern take on Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And then she's like hovering over me as I read it. And then she's like, I don't really need your feedback, but can you tell me your feedback? I'm like, okay. But she said, but don't be too mean. I'm like, do you want my feedback or not? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Just tell me what you want. It's great though she typed it on the laptop I got her. So we really should have done lock player control 4. I don't know why I didn't do it before. Oh. It's a book. It's not a book. Wait, where? Oh, Goldilocks and Three Bears. Yeah, it's like, why would you make a screenplay for a book? Well, it's not really a screenplay. It's more like a play. Okay. We're going to retain the lock. We're not going to get rid of it. Let's see if this works. Not totally sure it will, but you know what? YOLO. YOLO, YOLO. There might be something else going on where like it's exiting the node system. Okay. So now we've locked the player properly. Interestingly, I didn't do anything that would show rod and bait, did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, if I say change rod and bait, what's supposed to happen is this is supposed to get selectable, but it's not. Let me see what's going on. It's a menu selectable. Maybe I should make it menu item. Oh, I don't have use cursor. That's part of the problem. Okay, let's fix that. Did the ad happen? Oh, the ad's coming. Ad's coming, I think. Right? It went away. Maybe it means it's coming. I don't know. Sorry if the ad shows up. I'll put the node up. Where's my little ad node at? It is only once an hour, though. Just saying. I'll be curious to find out from other people who do it if they see any impact on their stream. Maybe my voice is also tired because I've been up since 6. The long morning. Oh, do you guys want to? Oh, never mind. If y'all want, show you a new thing. I typed it for anyone who is not either subscribed or part of Twitch Turbo. But I'm gonna show. I could show something. I can show you what I want, what I really, really want. Now, why is the menu not closing? There's got to be a way to close that menu automatically. How would I do that? We have target window, show cursor on right. How did I do it in this other place then? There's no other action. And I'm pretty sure when I select these things, oh, it doesn't close them. It just opens the other menu on top, right? That's why. I'd have to like add an event. Or I'd have to put the menu above. It would open on top. Could do that. So what I could do. I could make the fishing equipment view be below all of this. Oh no, rod and bait would have to be on top of it though. So those have to be here. Order matters, friends. Order matters. This might work too. And then I think I can go in here and say open with focus, window scale speed, background tint none. I thought I had an option that would do some kind of fade. Oh, hide on lost focus. I think that's what it is. Let's try that. Hey, we're back. Are we back? I think we're back. Anyone want to see a new graphic for Pyra? Anyone? Bueller? Don't want to show you anything you're not interested in seeing. Let me see here. Will this just work? Maybe. I think it will. Why not? Well, I'm going to show it anyway, and I'm going to pretend that everyone said, Matzi, please show us new stuff. So we have been working with a contractor named, well, Dreamer, honestly, but also contractor, Cup of Joe, to work on some graphic stuff. And he's helping us revisel some of our characters, our main characters. Now, while it's sort of a collaborative effort, so he did some work, and then Jacob did a lot of work, because, you know, the look of the main characters is fairly important to both of us. So it didn't change the focus. I gotta fix that part. But that's the look we're gonna go for. So this finger has got to go there. Anyway, so we have a new graphic for Pyra. I want to show one of his examples. How do I do this? Let me just see if I can get it up right. Sorry, I'm not having issues getting it up or anything. I'm just trying to get the graphic. I'm sorry I'm like this. I'm kind of sorry I'm like this. Oh, he just made it like full. I guess so I can just use this. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So this is the new Pyra. A lot of work to be done because the new Pyra is going to require a lot of new art. I guess I should actually get like a snap of a side by side of what she looked like before. This might make a little more sense. Old Pyra, new Pyra. So, you know, I think that this fits her way better than this sort of standard look. Unfortunately, what it now means is every single animation has to be redone. But that's why we have Joe. Joe's gonna have to take all this stuff and animate it. But yeah, I mean, like, so basically we told Joe what we wanted, and you know, his first stab, the body really wasn't what we wanted, but the hair, I mean, the face and hair was basically exactly spot on. I think Jacob made some minimal changes to it. It's slightly different. It's given more depth, actually, right? Because this is just like straight on flat. This has been made a lot more perspective-y. Which is, I mean, arguably just better, right? It looks nicer. She's a little taller, which is she's supposed to be. So her sprite is supposed to be slightly taller than it is. So now, you know, animators got to animate. Not my problem. I got to figure out how to put this finger over there. That's my problem. That I have to figure out. But I'm pretty stoked about it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Open with focus, yes. And then we have the first selectable is the rod icon menu selectable, yes. Is there a setting I'm missing here? It might be because this selectable is not part of the window. So I might have to do something different. Okay, well, let me go find out. So this is first selectable, and I'm doing this on the fishing equipment plus UI window. So. Select first selectable. Nah, okay. If it's not, and it's not, and open with focus. So this should select it. I wonder if it's doing something weird when it's trying to select it. If don't skip it, and first selectable does not equal null, and open with focus. So this is where I'm wondering. It's not null, right? It's whatever the first selectable is. And open with focus is checked. And we're not saying skip it. Which I don't think I even do anything in this code that skips it. Start window open. No, I don't do anything there. I don't know why I just got super tired. You ever get hit? Like you're just like moving along, all of a sudden, like, you know, a rally car just hits you in the face with tiredness. So, okay, so it is open with focus. What would cause it not select? It could be a couple things. It could be the menu is not deselecting. That seems a little unlikely. Let's see here. Here's the menu. Hide on lost focus is fine. Open with focus is fine. That's just what is currently selected. It's not releasing its selection though, but why wouldn't it release its selection? I wanna know. Every day, yeah. Well, imagine being older, much, much older, never ending tiredness. I wonder what would cause it not to show. When we select the menu, I mean, I might just have to, I'll probably just debug it. Because I don't, like, man. Wait for the game object. So this should work. I don't know why this wouldn't work. My theory is there's going to be something that, like, it's selected, but then something else grabbed it for some reason. I don't know why. Tell me why. While we wait for the debugger to start. Hey, Burn, have you tried all the updates in RPG in a Box? Have you been trying it out? Where does horseradish come from? Radishes that are heavy smokers. I am not a smoker at all. And yet I have a hoarse voice. I don't know. Right. We don't want you right now. Okay, so when I select this, it should open and select that. It doesn't, so I've been pretty busy and trying to take mental breaks. Okay, I get it. I don't know when I'll try RPG in a Box again. I mean, the last time I used it, I was a little disappointed to see like some of the long-standing issues were still there, and that kind of dissuaded me from thinking like, as big of an update this is, I'm just not sure it's going to do what I need anyway, right? So skip first selectable. First selectable is rod icon. Open with focus. So this should select it. Now I'm wondering why it wouldn't stay selected. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll just, well, let's play this. We'll play it out. So the finger didn't go anywhere. Nor can I move anything. Which makes me wonder if I go to the event. Where's my event? What do you think is selected event system? So it thinks this is selected. Okay. That's interesting. So it thinks that's selected, but it's not placing the cursor. I guess that's progress. Let me just. So this is the object. I have it use cursor. I don't really want this at all, in fact. I think that's going to be it. No transition. Doesn't have a target. It's also fine. I'm also curious why it's not. Let's see. Go back to our theme here. Let's just, let's hide the whole thing that's in our way here. Go away. I mean, according to this, it should be automatically detecting the direction of movement. Because this theoretically knows what it's supposed to be selecting. So I wonder if I had pressed down, the event system changes at all. Rod icon. No. So according to this, it doesn't even know that there's input happening, or it's not reacting to input. What does my UI manager say? UI manager says active stack, rod and bait. Yeah, that's not sure this is the right order. Okay, so is there a conflict because it didn't make this thing take the focus? It could be. So I wonder if I could make. What if I can make the whole window selectable? Would that do it? Or tell it to take focus? I don't think I make my windows selectable though. Let me see here. I could give it a panel inside of it though, right? I don't have a thing for like on select. We can do take focus. I could tell it to take focus. On open window. I don't remember half of the things I did here. So I think the problem is it's not taking the focus. And so now it's confused because it thinks that the equipment menu is supposed to have focus. So the inputs aren't being tracked properly. Because that's my theory right now. So if that's what's happening. I need to see how I did this. So what did I do in my equipment view control? This has a character select controller where it actually says select first. It is a UI container. Oh, okay. So then do my UI windows have a UI container? No. Okay, well, but I could. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So I go into my rod and bait here. Theoretically, I can give it a UI container. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I can give it a UI container. Like so, which is just a container. And then I could reference that to select, I believe. I think it just has to be something that's selected. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so we're going to go into the equipment view. We have rod icon as our main selectable, but instead we're going to make this. Okay, so we can't do that because UI container is not selectable. Could make it a selectable though. What did I do with? There's something I had here that I made selectable. I can't remember what it was. Not UI container though. Make it a select handler. See what it does if I do that. On select. Try that. I don't know if that will solve the problem though. Because the problem is the window doesn't have focus. What did I have here? Okay. This is in my equipment view, this is where we select our character. The character selection has character select controller. I think it must extend the UI container. Let's go. IUI list provider. Okay. Does this have a select first? No. Oh, but it's within the same. I get it because it's within the same window. I haven't often done something where there's a different window, so I've created my own problems for myself as usual. I could make a window selectable though. Would I create problems for me? Well, if I make it just have a select handler, that might be okay. So what I'll do, instead of doing this UA container nonsense, although this is, I mean, I think that's okay to leave in there until I break everything. Like, why everything not working? I suppose I could do it in here. Let's see. Let's find out. Shall we? Actually, I don't even need this. I think I can just do this. No? No? You didn't want to move that somewhere? Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. Now where'd you put it? On select. There you go. So if we have a window selected, then we want to say this dot take focus. No. I do that. Finalize open, take focus. Okay. And then what did I do? How did I do first select? I have select first. Right? Select first? No. So on select, we'll do UI manager dot take focus this. And then we'll say if try that. See if that works. I'm gonna be honest. I keep thinking that it's almost 11. I realize I started at 8. So what I might... oh, man. I don't know if I can make it coding for that long. This is not one of those energetic nights of streaming coding. The trouble with getting up early in the morning is the lack of energy for the rest of the day. I guess I don't need the debugger on right now. That's going to slow down all of my compiling. So turn that off. Now what I should be able to do in theory is go to this view. It's almost 11. Oh yeah, time zones. It's almost 11 to you. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so maybe like shortly after the next ad break, I'll play Parking Garage Rally Circuit. I'm going to keep saying it so that I don't forget to say it. What? Did I lose something here? Wait. Where does my... Oh, I see. So here's first selectable. Can I do it? Will it blend? No. So it must... okay. So it must have to be a selectable? It can't just implement the interface. It has to be an actual selectable object. Crap. And you can't serialize freaking interface. No. Are you saying that it would put me more to sleep, Oliver? Are you saying I shouldn't play your game because I'll get more tired from playing it? I'm kidding. I would rather play your game than write my code, just to be clear. Especially this stupid issue. I know what the problem is. I just hate that I'm going to have to solve it in a way I don't want to solve it. So, okay. So this whole abstract window nonsense, this is garbage. So we're going to just get rid of it. I really don't want to add to this because I don't need to. So we'll get rid of that. So what I'll do then is, I guess, in my fishing equipment view on window opened, we're going to just have to reference this stupid freaking window. It's fine. I'm okay with this. It'll be fine. I'll get over it. What am I doing? Serialize. So what I'll do here is, on this wait frame, I'm just going to say... equipment window dot... Oh, wait. Actually, we're going to say UI manager... I think I should be able to do like... Maybe I'll do... What am I going to do? I'll try that. I can't remember if take focus automatically select something. Change, push. Or does it just push it into the stack? Restore focus. I can't remember how I had that working. Or not working. This will work. I'm just annoyed. If only I could be the type of developer that was satisfied. I mean, you look at the freaking tangled mess of code I made. It's no better. Certainly it's structured somehow, but it doesn't mean that it's easier to go edit. Theoretically, I could have come up with a better design. So maybe the real rule is I should design things better. I was thinking about why people play dodgeball. Then it hit me. My friend couldn't afford to pay his water bill, so I sent him a get well soon card. Get it? Get well soon. I'll do one more because I gotta wait for this thing. Who are two good friends you should always take fishing? A net and rod. Oh yeah, maybe another piece of equipment could be nets. Someday. Not now. But maybe someday. Okay. So now I gotta go to here and give it the equipment window. Rod and bait. La la la. Where is it? All right. Find out. I really want UI in a game to be easier to set up and manage. That's what I want. My dream just works. Let's find out if the UI manager at least has the focus set up right. So the stack, right? So the stack is first in, last out. I don't understand how this is happening. Where like this one is in the... Not that it matters. It's weird to me. Oh, there we go. Works like a charm. It's exactly what I wanted. I mean, it's like the best. Last in, first out. Yeah, that's what I meant. LIFO. God. This is where my brain is. Hey, I closed all my windows. A Q is FIFO, first in, first out. Right? You're right. You're right. Like my brain cells are last in, last out. How would that even work? That's a Q in reverse. It's just another way to say the Lalo. Hi, Eonir. How you say it? Welcome. Thanks for thanks for popping in to correct my terminology. My brain cells are not firing on all cylinders. Last out, first in. Anyway, where was I? So there's clearly a timing issue happening because the menu, it is loading. I'm going to have to prevent the close option from working. So hi. Yeah. Afari, say hello. As in spending too much time on too many streams. That's totally fine. Did you come in with the mic raid or did you come in just from the wild? If you haven't seen, yeah, first time chat. So I don't know what, I don't know much about you, but this is the game I'm working on. I've been working on the fishing minigame rework, which here's, you know, the old style minigame. And I just decided I'd start working on the UI tonight. Just checking your stream before I go to sleep. Well, welcome. Hopefully this is helping you go to sleep. Thank you. I'm not responsible for anything that looks good, but we do have a new, we even have a new main character graphic that we worked up this week and are going to get some animation started on. The graphics are what got me to convince my partner on the project to work on something bigger than just, you know, a small game. But I really loved the style. But I can't make things look pretty. I mean, I can barely make things work pretty. So, you know, I do my best. But now I'm trying to figure out, okay, so I could make the entirety of the menu system one thing. I thought I had a better handoff approach. Menus. We want Rod and Bait to show. The game is playable now, Alone or Worth. Which game? The fishing mini game or the game itself? Like Alterium Shift? Is this game playable now? I mean, it's still in early access. There's a download for a demo. It is also in early access. We're currently on... So when we launched it for early access, we called it version 1. I think we're on version 1.3.2 now. With some patches pending. I think we might be 1.3. Yeah, I think it's 1.3.2. Can't remember where we are now. We've had quite a bit. I was 8 years old when I learned this. What? You've been here before. Didn't I tell you it was available? I think you said you wanted to wait until it was available, like fully launched. Like, it's on early access, so it's not the entirety of the game, like half of the game. And unfortunately, being one of the only developers primarily doing the work, and the story writer, I get bogged down with these projects like the fishing minigame stuff. But I think the fishing minigame needs to have a rework. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, I can kind of show you the current state it's at. It's not perfect, but it works. Let's see here. Wait, I think is it protected or no? It is public. Public. Can't remember what the next node is. It's execute and get next node, I think. So it's got to return a node, right? Public override node. What is this supposed to be? I'll look at it. Oh, it is story based node. Okay. Story based node. God, screw it. I don't know why the autocomplete wasn't completing that. I've been here for a while, but I think I originally came here from like Stoff. Yeah, but didn't. Maybe I just don't remember. Like maybe you're right. Like maybe you weren't here. Like we launched early access in July. I'm going to just skip the menu entirely for the moment. Okay. Just so I can show the fishing minigame in progress. And because I was testing it, I had it so there was like a bunch of fish in the pond. But I've been testing there can be different sizes of fish, and fish can be placed in different locations, so that if you want to catch certain fish, you got to be able to cast all the way to the end of the pond, for instance, wherever you're fishing. It's not just a pond. And so I was trying to get that kind of functionality set up. I have to do a lot of tweaking to the numbers and like the making it feel right, but functionally it kind of works. Like, here's fishing, that's the casting part. And then while you're here, I don't know why these guys stay at the bottom right now. I also got to figure out the vertical. You can see like one fish is completely out of its zone, but this one right here that's moving around, it's getting interested. That's why it's yellow. So if I'm sitting here, there'll be more fish in the pond. And I was even thinking like some of the ponds will be deeper or something, so like you'll get more vertical space. So as the fish is getting interested, but if I start moving the hook, you see it loses interest because the hook scares the fish away. If I like do this, the fish starts running away from the hook. Some fish will get interested if you start doing that, but this particular fish doesn't. So I was testing the whole balance of moving the hook versus not moving the hook. Unfortunately, because of the way like the logic is set up on this, that fish is going to take a minute to get interested again. If I go back to our game data, the carp, I can make it get more interested faster. So this is that's you're luring. So when they're wandering, I could make like the interest grow more quickly. For instance, I can make it happen every half a second or something like that. So now it's going to get more interested faster, and then it gets hooked. So there has to be animation for the character, and when an action happens, there'll be a pause to give you a second to like prepare for what you're about to do. And I haven't finished any logic where like once you've caught the fish, what it does or if the fish escapes. Week 6, thank you. Yes. So all the pieces are in place. I've started working on the UI, so we can actually choose your rod and bait. So I'll have to show the UI for that up here. The rod does affect the fish. I haven't done anything with bait yet, but that's just adding another number that we can do math on, basically. And it looks like since I refactored reeling, there's some goofiness with it, but the pieces are there. I got to do animations. I've got to do the UI piece, and then I've got to just connect the dots all together. For the most part, what it is. I even made and I showed this earlier, but the UI is not final for how the prompt is going to be for when you start fishing. What version are we? We're version 1.3.2. Well, this one will be this will be something more than that, but so like there's autocast and manual, and you can, if you hold the button down, you can sort of confirm. I'll probably make this a little faster, but I want to give people the option if they want to do autocast or manual. So manual will let you control how far you cast. Auto basically just picks a random range. So you might get a farther out or you might not. It's not really decided. Ideally, it's going to be something average of what the rod can do. I also, I told Jacob we need to change the fish I think the fish should be more visible, but that's just visual. So. I think I'm gonna stop working on making the window work, because that's not something I'm gonna solve right now. I'm gonna go back to working on just piecing these things together here. So this is the this is gonna be the selection for rod and bait, and when you open it, you'll get a little finger pointing to one or the other, and you can choose which one you want to fill, basically, and you'll get the list of things you want to select. I did something weird, and now the menus aren't selecting properly, but that's something I'm going to take some time to figure out rather than doing it now. Okay, so we were making our equipment list. So what I wanted to do for our equipment list, excuse me, is populate the data that will be available for fishing. I was kind of on the fence about, do we allow people to select bait that none of the fish would eat? But yeah, I mean, you can try to fish with bait. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? So so this equipment list is going to include bait and rod. So what I have to do now is I have to get the player inventory. So I want to do this. Should be... I think this is it. Current party dot items. So what I have to do is for every item that might have... Oh wait, no, I don't do that. I actually need to do it in reverse. How am I going to do this? I have to know the rod and the bait. Okay, so let's just do this the long way first. So let's see, rods, game database, get records. Oops. Not fishing rod, but game. We can get all the fishing rods and all the bait, right? Baits. And then we have to determine if the player has this in their inventory. So I guess I have to get all of the data right now. Let's get it all right. So thankfully we only have to get the inventory once. So items equals current party dot item. So do a rod list for now. This is just me because I have to like solve this problem before I worry about what I'm doing next. So we'll do for each item and items. If item is fishing rod, that's not how I can do it though. So I do need to do this part, but this is totally not right. I have to do if item dot item. I think what I'm going to call it is stack item because it's part of like an inventory stack. So if stack item dot item dot ID is a GUID, yeah, equals. Oh no, I can't do it that way. Okay, so I have to do. What do we do from like a union? There you go. So if match rod does not equal null, then we add it. Else we do match bait. Okay, sure. I think what I would end up doing is something a little different than this, but I think this is okay for now. So we're gonna say new fishing rod. And we give it its rod data. Okay. I'm just building my two lists. Because how this is going to work is I'm going to have two lists for each set of data that I need to load. So now we're going to just say equipment list. There you go. Rod list, bait list. So this is the list that represents the data that could be loaded for the data provider. And then we need this dot current. I'll just call it equipment index, I guess. We'll just make that equal 0 for now. So that's going to be the list at 0. Need to even be a field. So now we have our equipment index. And then I guess what we need to do is we're going to get item count. What we need to do is list fishing equipment. Current equipment list. This isn't the safest code, but I don't think there's a way that that's going to get changed to something it shouldn't be. It's not unless I mess it up, and then it'll be pretty obvious what happened. So we're going to do this. No, actually, I don't want to do that, though. I want to do current equipment. And what else do I need to do? Is dirty. Get item. I think I need to do this. Can I do this? That'll work. These are fine. Okay. So basically, I've just set up my data provider for the list. So the way that this will work is when I get this working and I select one, it'll tell this to select. It'll change whatever list is supposed to be in this list, and then this will update based on the data provider. It is kind of a pattern I've seen used. I don't think my implementation is that clean, but it works. That's all that really matters, right? Maybe. I think I have an ad break coming soon. So what I'll do is after the ad break, that's when I will. It says ad starts in 4 minutes and 26 seconds. So in 4 minutes, we'll have a 3-minute ad. And after that, we'll come back and we'll rally our parking garages. My voice is getting hoarse. My brain is getting borscht. So I think it's just about time. So on category selected, as long as if index is less than the greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. There you go. So that'll change it and everything will update. This is my little trick here. So basically what'll happen is I'm using an index, but it just doesn't matter. It's like, it's a 2-item list. I mean, some people might not even bother to go through the effort I'm at, but I just didn't want to have to create a whole different dynamically loaded list. It annoys the crap out of me when I have to do things manually. and that is my downfall. But I'm okay with that. So now we got the selectable. We don't really need a target container. Oh, I got it is selected. Interesting. Anyway, so then I'm gonna give this a event trigger, and we'll say on submit. And on, oh right, because I gave it a parameter, it doesn't go up there. Okay. So on category select will be 0. Done. Now I can just steal this, I hope. And the next one should be easy peasy. Little bit of code squeezy. 1. There you go. So it'll be great if I can make this work now, but I can't. However, imagine, if you will, that when one of these gets selected, it'll change what is here. And then what I'll make it do is actually select the first item on that list. So I do this, I do is dirty, and then I say, I need to get the UI list, I think. Let me get the list too. Public. No, I want private, actually. Oh, did you display list? Sure. So that's going to be the list that we see here. And in theory, I should just be able to tell it to select the first item in that list. Ad break starts in 58 seconds. I'm not sure why I didn't get a warning for it. That's kind of weird. But according to my little Twitch panel here, it says it's going to happen soon. Will it start before this build? Who knows? Okay, so then we have rod and bait. What was I going to do? I was going to go here. Oh, I need to give this its own list, right? Okay. I suppose I could just find the list, but you know, yeah, no. The viewport. Where did I put the stupid list? Content? My God. Oh, did I not put a list? Oh, I must have removed it. I think I removed the list. That's the problem. Is an ad starting soon? I don't know. Let me know if an ad starts. It says so on my little panel here. What up, sympathy? I don't know if ads are starting or not. It says it's going to start. It says on my little Twitch thing. I played a cool game recently called Grandma Don't Touch That. Touch this, touch that. Can't touch this. Oh. There. Ad break in progress. Okay, finally. Jeez. Okay. Ad break in progress means I gotta get ready. It was great. Grandma, don't click that. That's what it is. Maybe it's more of a break the ad situation. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Gonna do some. Oh, that's not the right controller. Who wants you? We really, who wants to use a PlayStation controller? Am I right? I gotta do like a whole switcheroo because I don't know who's even hearing this, but I guess on YouTube people wouldn't see the ads. I got to do a little switcheroo with my controller and my keyboard because my controller and my keyboard both use the same plugin. All right. Save? Sure. I even have like a gamer mode. Is that the one I use? Exit. Stage left. Boom. What's that beep? That was weird. Don't know what that was. All right, so let's turn the music off. And let's go get the game ready. Steam. Oh, I gotta change my heading. Game. First I was doing. All right. I guess I should change my thing to like game demos. How do you do demos and what? Games plus demos. And play testing. All right, I'll get rid of the ad break nonsense. Oh, hey, Nightfall. Hold on a second. I hear you, man. If I have your demo on Steam, is it auto updated to the current version? Yes. My demo? Whose demo? My research says if I try to make CD G Grandma Don't Click That a full game, I'm a fool because there's no way a platformer will sell on Steam. So I really need to think hard if I want to make it a full game. I want to. It's a cool game. I liked it. Why did my ad break thing not go away? Oh, I see. I turned on chat mode. There you go. The liquid hook is pretty strong. There is something really satisfying with the game style, is what I would say. I so sometime this week, sympathy. I like over my lunch break or something. I went on Steam. I went on Twitch. I saw you were streaming, and so I saw you were working on it. I was like, well, what's that game you're playing? I was like, oh, that must be Grandma Don't Click That. And so I went to your game, or I had to find it. You don't have a link to your game. You need to update your Twitch and your Twitter to reference your game somewhere easily findable. I finally had to Google it to find it. So I was like, oh, I'll just try it out, and then I played it all the way through. Or maybe if you do, it's not easily findable because I even went to your website and didn't find it. And yeah, like the liquid component is very interesting. I liked the feel of it. It was enough that I had to finish it. So like, it didn't I'm going to turn this. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Come back here. No! No! Oh, wait, you don't have music. I forgot. Okay, that's not a big deal. It didn't remember the settings on where I told it to open last time, though. I have to go back to the visuals, go to window style, go to window mode, then move it, and then switch it back. There's no music. So I'm going to put my music back on. But I am going to make sure the sound on this isn't like overbearing, because I think the sound would still get to be a bit much. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, people will focus on. I mean, it has a very good hook. Sympathy. I'm not the type of person that will play someone's like jam game all the way through when I'm not on a stream. And I went in there and I was like, oh, this is fun. And like, oh, cool. So you can like go through things and you can use your particles to collect stuff. So like, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but like, oh, I can go over here, but as long as I have one little particle trying to collect and come back to me, it can hit a thing and collect it. Which I thought was pretty cool too. So this is the game. Parking Garage Rally Circuit. It's great. I love it. Great concept. Whole thing. I mean, don't stop everything and like invest your whole life in it, but I don't think it's something you should just give up, in my opinion. I think it has a great hook. Okay, so controls. Brake and reverse. Oh, look at that. I also I don't like using triggers for some reason. Accelerate, right trigger. Drift, steer. So is there not a, there's no like boost? I send you a key for this too. Give me your feedback. There's not a boost button? Why don't I get a boost button? So I'm going to do this as, I'm going to give you my feedback, Walliver, because you know I do that. But I'm going to do this like I really want to look at the aesthetic, right? Because immediately it definitely has that retro classic aesthetic just out of the gate. And I can imagine, you said you're going to have some good music. I can only imagine. Incidentally, if there's no boost button, you should put a boost button. All of this is great. I love this so much. Audio, music volume. Uh-oh, music is on 100%. Is it too loud for you all? I mean, the music playing is obviously not the game. Credits. Parking circuit by. Well, this is interesting. Why did you make that clickable? Or why did you make that so you could like select it? Music? Question mark. I would love it if you leave this and you put a like an Easter egg where you click on someone's name and something happens. That would be great. Totally not important. Graphics profile. Modern handheld. Oh, that's interesting. Game aspect. Okay. 16 by 9, 16 by 10. 4, 3. You guys think that I think the 16 by 9 is it's better space. The screen only supports those options at the moment. Was a quick way to get the credits. Yeah, that's fair. Game Wizard by Jupiter Soft. No cheat codes are on. Cheat codes. Jupiter Soft. This is so funny. Do you have cheat codes? I want to know about that. Game scaling. Fill space fractional. Ooh. That's cool too. I got a full screen. I had to do a lot of work to get to full screen, but I got there. Unlimited frame rate. CRT scan lines. Off. On. Absolutely. I'm only a CRT person, baby. CRT warp. Prominent. Oh, God. I hate the warping CRT. Not my favorite. Okay. If you choose PC port for the quick visual setup, it goes full screen. Oh, I see. Well, I wouldn't have known that. I wonder if I should look so I don't get spoilers. Yeah, you might have to. Sorry, Sympathy. If you're going to be playing testing it, you might have to lurk. I mean, you know, I don't think it's going to affect you totally. Gameplay units. Metric Imperial. Just for that, I'm going to use American units. This is, or no, not American. Freedom units. Even though it's called Imperial. All right, that's good. Let's play the game. Single player campaign. And I told him earlier, oh, Wallaber, do you see anything on my screen that might need to be fixed? Just can you guess what I might give as feedback? There's a mouse. Mouse hiding is important. Hide the mouse! Sorry. Fine. Everything's fine. We're good. I'm fine. I want sounds for this, like when it goes boing, boing, boing. Just slide it out the screen. No, now I'm going to make you look at it the whole time. I'm going to make it bug the crap out of you. And if anybody shows up on the stream, they'll be like, why is the mouse on the game? Why is that mouse there? I don't know. Developer didn't think to hide it. What can I say? Library. Okay. So, couple of thoughts on settings here. I don't know if you really need to make some of these selectable. Like, it feels like the act of selecting it should change the value. I'll move the mouse off the screen. I'm just being a dick. It feels weird to have to select these values. I remember thinking that earlier. Like, it seems like the act of saying, oh, I want this, it should just become that, right? I guess between light and ultra, it might make sense not to do that. But I don't know. Even there, you still see it. But like, yeah, it's too many inputs. And, you know, implicitly, if I'm choosing the color, I want the color to show so I know what it is, right? It could be like, I mean, I would almost even leave it like the act of selecting it is selected. But if you really wanted to, you could also say it changes the color, but you have to select it to make it stay or something. But I just don't think you need to. I think you could just hover over it and it becomes whatever you selected. Especially for things that are not like impactful to the gameplay, right? It's just like styling, basically. Polka dots, stripes, sure. Okay. Here we go. I don't know what the audio is going to be like. There's a new one. Yeah, I see the new one, but I want to go to track 1. Is there a leaderboard? Are these real people? I guess so. Oh, that's a little loud. Hold on a second. Oh, it starts my time right away. Hold on a second. Oops. Oh, crap. Hold on. I'll go back to options here. We'll do it like 50%? Maybe? I'll bump the volume mixer down a little bit more and see if that helps. Sorry about the really loud engine sounds. I didn't do a good job of testing the sound. At least I remembered my settings from before. I really implement the settings as accessible in game. Yeah. I mean, you know, that would have been nice, but it's not. I mean, this is a playtest build, right? This is, some people, this is the full game, Wahlber. Like, if you just took what you have now and made a billion maps or something, or whatever, that's the game. People have released games that have less polish than this. Slap some music in there. I mean, you know, the polish is amazing. I don't like that it starts right away without giving me like a chance to think about what I'm doing with my life. Okay, so here's what I felt when I oh, what was this slide? Like, I guess I used to break the slide. Is that what I did? No. What's the slide button? Can you tell me on the key? I wasn't paying attention to the rules. I guess I tried. Oh, oh, I rewound. Oh, there it is. I found it. X. Is the sound okay? I don't know if it's too loud or not. I covered up my sound control. Oh, you get like a speed boost from doing that. Oh, I see. That's why you don't want a boost button, huh? Because you want them to have to do that to get a boost. It's the X button on my Xbox controller. Oops. So how do I say this? I know this is a playtest build. This is not very challenging. And I know that maybe it's not supposed to be out of the gate. But it feels like it should be harder. It feels like the, you know, the control of the car should be a little bit more loose. The car's not going very fast. It's like I'm a 50cc on Mario Kart. And so like, as far as like an excitement hook, again, I know that you probably don't take this the wrong way, but because the game is beautiful, but I didn't feel very excited to play it. Once I started getting into it, I was like, oh, what I found was after the second lap, like see how it says 3-3 now? I was like, oh, good, I'm at the finish. I was like, oh man, I have to do another lap. So like conceptually, the idea of driving around a parking garage sounds amazing, but it just didn't feel. It didn't feel exciting to do that track. Because I played it once before, and again, I don't know what sort of feedback you're getting overall. The car just doesn't feel fast enough, I guess. And I know that apparently I could do, you know, like I could probably figure out how to do this all the way around. But it still doesn't, it just doesn't seem to have like a grab to it. It's too easy. And yeah, I don't know. I think I made the first car too slow to leave room. I don't even know where I'm going here. Is this like this fading in effect? Is that just because you're trying to deal with performance? Feels like it's happening too late. Maybe it's because it's a big open area or something. The jump. Whee! Oh. The other thing I was thinking was, again, I don't know what makes. Hold on, let me pause for a second. I want to read you saying. I think I made the first car too slow to leave room for later cars to feel fast. If it's going to be that slow, it needs to be fewer laps. That's the Sega Saturn Vibe intent, but it probably needs to. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it needs tuning, right? And there's never going to be a case where you're actually racing against other cars, is there? Is it going to just be you racing against like ghosts as opposed to physically racing other cars? I know, I mean, this is just like, this is the first playtest of the concept. And I know that you have some intent for multiplayer of some sort. No, I can't cheat there. I'm not playing on AI cars. Yeah, I guess the concept of rally. I think you've captured a visual aesthetic that's really heckin' amazing. But I don't know what would make it feel interesting to keep playing it. Does that make sense? I hate giving feedback sometimes because I really want to say everything's amazing, but I know that that's not what you want to hear. Yeah, like right now, I was like, okay, now I have to go do the whole nother lap. Right? There's not like an excitement to, okay, I'm doing it again. The other thought I had was, you're in a parking garage, but there's no parking garage things happening. It's like visually you're seeing all the things that would be in a parking garage, but there's not like an opening and closing gate, that you enter through or exit. There's not cars moving around. It's not the intent of the game, but like there's no sort of hazard that would be moving that would make me worry. I'm going to read your words in a second because I think I'm almost to the finish. I think so. At some point. If you play the track again, you have your own ghost you can race against. You need to drift more or your time will be easy to crush. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to go for best time right now. Yeah, but like the mechanics don't take very long to get understood. So now I can use Ultra. So Ultra is supposed to be faster. Let's see how the faster car feels. I get the drift mechanic, but if that's the only way to make yourself go faster, that feels a little, like, oh my God, this is way faster. Hold on a second. Can I restart? I just like, and hold it to reset. Okay, so the way this car is handling feels like how the first car should. Whoa, what was that? That was weird. It had control of me for some reason. This feels like how the first car should be. Oh my God. Just get rid of the first car. Just use this one. Oh man. This is like the ramp is quite high from the first car. Oh my god, I'm just going all over the place. Okay. Okay, now I have to actually pay attention. Motzi the first time. You know, it's so slow and boring. Why the second time? Oh my god, the car. Oh, and then you get speed boost. Woo! Man, you get penalized for hitting shit. At least you don't get... Whoa, bugabba. Okay. I could drive on the wall. So there's this weird thing that happens if I hit a wall. My wheel like catches on something, and it creates this weird directional lilt. I don't know what to say what it is. Maybe that's intentional. Maybe that's what would happen if you did that with a car. I'm actually not really sure on that. No, yeah. So like I hit the wall, and then it did like an extra turn. Like I hit it, and then my car turned sharply. Maybe that's what would happen if you hit. I haven't hit many walls driving, so I don't actually know what actual physics would be. Talking about the drift in general. I don't even know where I'm going now. Here? Did a little turtle roll. Checkpoint missed? Come on, cars. We can do it. Okay, well, I think we hit on like one of the main things is the very first car definitely needs some kind of fun factor. Especially because I assume the full game, you're not going to have the second car right away. You're going to have to earn it. And it won't just be like after the second race, right? Because otherwise, what's the point of having more than one car? I'm sorry, what's the point of having the first car, not more than one car? So that definitely felt faster. For sure. Oh wait, I have to get better with the car. So the tracks are based on the car? If I've beaten the track before, I still have to go back and beat it with a different car? That's interesting. How many tracks do you think will be in the final game? Yeah, there's a weird like pulling that happens. It's like the tire hits something and its velocity changes and then does some weirdness. It's like unexpected control. Oh my god. Whee! I'm just going for a ride. Don't mind me. Oh, great. Oh, I read what... Does rewind the time or just your person? Oh my gosh. Going over the edge. Oh, hey, come back here. Don't you dare. What? Thought I was doing better that time. Definitely need a lot more control with this one. Definitively, this is what I was expecting with the first car. I really thought the first car would be more like this one. For sure. Time stops, but it doesn't rewind. Okay, got it. Oops. Oh god. That's adorable. I love the visual aesthetic is amazing. Did I finally get it? Damn it. To get bronze, I need to beat it in 3 minutes? No. To get bronze, I need to do it in 2 minutes. Okay. Take it seriously now. Come on, Matsu, you can do this. Slow is smooth, smooth is quick, so I hear. What? Yeah. Don't go over the edge. Oh my god. Nope. Stop that. We're fine. Ah, hey. How did you catch up to me? Don't you dare catch up to me. I mean, this track goes way faster with this car. For shizzle. Yep. Yeah, just, yeah. Hanging out. Okay. We got this. Where's my, oh my gosh, no. Try it again. Come on, we can do this. Fudge, man. Phew. All right, I gotta focus because I want to beat this one. Interesting that I can steer in the air. Is that supposed to be a thing? Is steering in the air supposed to be a feature of a car when you're flying through the air? Has that been brought up before? There you go. I feel like steering in the air shouldn't be a thing, but it probably has been a thing before. All right, we can do this. Focus, focus. Okay, don't screw this up, Matsu. This is your one chance. You could have been a contender. Ugh. Power slide. Okay, kind of. I'm trying to power slide. Not. Oh god, that was maybe not the best place. I see why you didn't want a boost button. I also see why it wouldn't make a lot of sense with cars that go this fast, by the way. Funny enough, I went to the airport the other day, and this is basically how I drove in the parking garage. Whee! Come on, no, stop that. No, get off the thing. Okay. I mean, I have some very immediate thoughts for you. I can tell you just based on how I'm feeling now versus how I started. But I can't say those words because I really have to focus right now. I don't think I'm going to beat it. I think I'm going to make the time. Oh no! Don't hit the thing! Ugh. Takes a lot of focus. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Engines pumping and thumping in time. I think I missed the cutoff. Oh well. It's fine. Fine. You know what? Gotta get good. Okay. When you rechat, please try drifting longer. Imagine there was a cool tutorial that reinforced. Oh, I got bronze. 250 is silver. Oh, I almost got silver. Oh. Interestingly enough, this track felt easier than the last one. The first one. This track feels easier than the first one for some reason. Try drifting all the way up and down the spiral. Okay, how do I do that? I'm here to party! Hey, Johnny Waffles. I'm not working on my game right now. I'm playing Oliver's game. Racing Garage. I mean, I'm holding the drift button. Oh, I have to hold it again. That didn't work. Oh, I can steer left and right, I guess, while I'm drifting, can't I? Just never stop drifting? Is that what you're saying? What is your question, Johnny Waffles? Oh my god. I see, I hate that, Walliver, when I'm doing this drift and I'm like, I hit a wall or something. It does a weird... Tell me more about what's Bigfoot like the monster truck? What? So you just want me to drift more, huh? I don't know. I still don't like drifting as the one way that you get boosts, but I guess that's just me. I'm used to games having, you know, boost mechanics. Oh, God. Excuse me. I'd like to get by now. Sweet. That right there, I hate that. This is like, and I'm sure it's completely expected. Like when you're hitting something and you like go sideways, of course you're gonna fling off of one thing and the other. I just don't like it. Huh. Oh my god. Huh. I got rid of that barrier. Alright. So one of the problems is I wasn't drifting long enough. And that's why I wasn't getting any real boosts from it. But I've actually taken longer on this one than I did the last one. What? What? How? Was it because I reloaded? Bigfoot or Gravedigger? I don't know. I'm not really into monster trucks. The collision response needs to be tuned for sure. That puts the first car being boring. If you drift longer, the sparks turn blue and you get a bigger boost. Sparks equal boost. What I was gonna say was, it would be super fun to have like a tutorial level, like you're saying, or a level with less complexity that you can just go to town on. Because I can see, like, if you had levels where you had like more jumps and things like that, but the consequence of the jump isn't high, so like it's not necessarily a difficult map, but just one where you can let loose. That'd be kind of neat. I don't think I do as good if I'm trying to boost everywhere. Honestly, you're like, hey, you should do more boosting, and it's like, yeah, but or not boosting, but drifting. I don't think I do better with it. I'm not saying I shouldn't do better. I'm just saying I don't do better with it. Like the round where I tried to boost as much as possible, I actually got worse. It's gonna hold drift all the time. I will let you know though, I'm holding drift right now and it's not drifting. So I'm holding the drift button, but somehow the input figured I wasn't drifting anymore. It's over here. Oh no, it just auto reset me. That's not fair. I want to have some fun, go on a journey. So you even have like a you won't let people just go wherever they want thing? That's where I came from. Whoa, look how fast I went. Doing donuts in the parking lot. You need to have like a bonus round where you're doing donuts in the parking lot and how many donuts you can make or something. Because who doesn't like making donuts? It's automatically resetting me right now. It's not my choice. When it resets, I'm not choosing to reset. I'm not pressing any rewinds. Is that leaving the map entirely when I go off the side there? Or is this leaving the map entirely? Is really in like Ditherland right now. Oh, yeah, there's that thing where it hits me and like turns me. Oh yeah, this is where I started before. Yeah, I don't know. Not really sure what else to say. I think you sound like you figured out some takeaways that are the most relevant to my experience. I am not a rally car game player either, so that is probably another factor affecting my experience. Um, I do like racing games. I don't like racing games where I can't get long stretches of road to drive on. It's not you. Like, this is the type of game, right? You're in a parking garage. Um, but I like racing games where you have a big stretch where you can just kind of, hit the curve and boost on by. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying, I'm not always the best tester for you because it's not always my type of game. But I can see, whoa, my God. I can see the fun factor. And I know, like, some of your testers are probably really into this. The idea that you got to do this, like, exact slide, and people are probably optimizing the way that they slide. So they just, like, slide all the way up the stupid ramp and, The thing for me as a player is to have fun. Do I feel like the consequences outweigh the enjoyment? And the consequence of hitting a wall and getting stopped short can get frustrating. Your like slower car is fine, but then the slower car is kind of boringer. And I don't know if that, like, for me, I don't know if there's a happy medium for me as a player. I don't normally buy racing games, right? So I'm not your target demographic at all. Now, if it was a racing RPG, we can talk. But it's like different from Jellycar because Jellycar is not a racing game, although there is a racing component now. Car RPG. Playing the light will make it really super slow. Like, are you looking for replayability, and would there be a reason you would want to convince people to use the light car? Or is, like, once you get the most advanced car, that's it? You'll never go back to the light car. Oh, God. I hate hitting that thing. I mean, I feel like leaderboards will only get you so far, right? At some point, people are going to optimize the leaderboards for these maps. Let's go backwards. It's fine. Do you think if you get some traction on it, no pun intended, that you'll just make additional maps, or? God, I hate this part. Ugh! Oh, God. No. No. Oh, I lost my control. Come on, it wasn't turning. Damn it. I don't even know where I am with the ghost car. Oh no, no! I can see obviously that power slide into the move is supposed to be that insane. Get out of my way! Ugh. I mean, I still did better. $154. Oh, but I still didn't get the silver. All right. Let's see. Two other modes I want to prototype, which, if they work out, would add a lot to the game besides just time trial racing. I'm trying to keep the scope in check. It was never intended to be a big investment project. Yeah, it depends on how much traction you get on it, though, right? All right. All right, here you go. Parking garage rally circuit. So hard to decide, yeah. Well, the testing will help you figure it out. We just had to put a demo out. Follow the fun on the two modes I want to test, yeah. This is the game. Parking garage rally circuit. I think this is a good time to wrap up. I know there's an ad coming, so I might as well just get out of here before the ad, so you guys don't get stuck with that. So I'm gonna go to chat. I hope it was helpful, Wallaber. You know, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. I try my best in terms of feedback. The game is beautiful, and knowing you and knowing how you work with your team, it's only gonna get better from here. It's not my style of game, so my feedback is going to be more critical about like whether I'm having fun or not. But yeah, I mean, there were components there that I think were just obviously any player might get annoyed by. The shooting off to the left and right whenever you hit a wall, that's really a lot. And I know that you're going to work on that part. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, Sympathy. I'd be curious to hear like when the people who actually like this type of game, how they enjoy it. I don't know where I want to go next. Let's see Stoff, I guess. Yeah, let's go say hi to Stoff. Anyway, y'all have a lovely night. We're gonna do a raid out to Stoff Creates, and you know, I'll try to be back on Tuesday. I was not back this last Tuesday, but that's just because I had stuff going on. So I'm hoping to have more fishing stuff to show where it's actually mostly complete, so people can see it. Because I got to get this crap done so I can go back to working on story. Anyhow, y'all have a lovely night, and I will see you all later. Press that, where's that raid button? Okay, bye.